He's a former UK Special Forces soldier turned SAS Australia Chief Instructor.
You can't conquer fear, but what you can do is harness it.
If he's not dancing with the stars...
Normally I'm screaming and shouting at the recruits. Now my partner is screaming and shouting at me.
Ant is scaling the world's largest peaks.
You know you're going to be very near dead bodies. This could be me.
And now climbing the most dangerous mountain in the world.
K2, the danger is really what enticed me.
Ahead of Killer K2's premiere on 7plus next Thursday, and fresh from running into him at the Radio Awards in Sydney last weekend, please welcome Ant Middleton.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Can I say something about you, Ant? You have a fierce reputation given what you do on SAS, right? Mm-hmm. And the way you can confront these celebrities and bring out the best of them is wonderful. And I thought, oh, he is so fearsome. And then you were in reception when we arrived at the hotel. You had we'd never met before, and you greeted me with the biggest smile and half an embrace. And I was like, you're the nicest person of all time.
And I didn't know what to do, so I started doing push-ups.
Yeah. Good plan.
I was wondering why you're doing those push-ups. No. Yeah, that's who I am.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm running a military course or military style sort of event, then, you know, it has to be serious because the military is a serious organisation. You know, at the end of the day, we go and do things that we don't necessarily want to do or enjoy doing, but we need to do it. So when you see me on SAS, a lot of people, when they meet me in real life, they think, oh, am I going to be screaming and shouting at people? And it's the complete opposite.
And this was the conversation on Saturday night, Hayesy. I'm not sure if you recall, but you were saying, oh, my friend Kane Corns wants to go on the show and he'd be amazing and there's no way. And you were like, I'd break him within 3 days.
Oh, I'd love to see
3 hours.
Corns v. Middleton.
Hours. Do you know what's quite funny as well? Because I meet some of the celebrities that don't even know they're coming on the course, and they're all joking and laughing around with me, and then all of a sudden I meet them on the course and they sort of look at me and go, hi, Ant, and I'm like, who are you calling Ant? It's staff to you. And then you see them like, oh my God, I'm actually in and on the course. Yeah. So, don't be surprised if that smile turns upside down when you see me next.
Yeah, I have to say too, my husband sort of was chatting to you for a little while and he confided in me afterwards. He goes, oh, Jodes, I was so close to saying to Ant, you're a dead ringer for Ant Middleton. And then someone actually came up and said, hey, Ant. And he's like, oh, my God, it's him. It's actually him.
Brilliant.
He just thought you were a radio person, right?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I suppose, because I was at the Actors. Yeah, absolutely.
The worst result, Ant, was if you said to you, you're actually a poor man's Ant Middleton.
You look like Ant Middleton, but not as good looking.
Or a shorter version of Ant Middleton. There's a lot of people see me and they're like, they sort of look me up and down and, you know, they think that I'm 6'2" and I'm not, I'm 5'8". So it's like, you know, I know they want to say something and I sort of give them the death stare and I'm like, don't you dare say anything about my height. Well, I am vertically challenged, yes, but I will keep that to myself.
We've digressed very, very much so in this interview, but Killer K2 with Ant Middleton, tell us about that, please.
Yeah, K2 is the second highest mountain in the world, but the most dangerous and the most technical of the 8,000ers. After I completed Everest in 2018, sort of the next one was K2. And when you climb K2, it sort of solidifies you as a mountaineer. So when I got the call to go and do it, I literally had the 3 weeks notice. Climbed with myself and 2 Sherpas, and we just sort of self-filmed everything to the point where when we looked back at the footage, there was a lot of, you know, celebratory moments, you know, when you're there and you're feeling strong. But I realised there was a lot of emotional moments. There was a lot of moments where I was vulnerable. I was in a bad way emotionally and psychologically. So we thought, do you know what, we're going to put a documentary together where we're going to show how tough high altitude climbing is and what it does to the mind and what it does to your emotions. And especially with myself, I climbed it in 19 days unacclimatized, and people put, you know, 5 to 7 weeks aside to climb any of the 8,000ers, you know, because you have to acclimatize correctly. So when it comes out on the 24th of October on 7plus, you're going to see quite quite a hardcore and emotional journey that I go on.
And after Saturday night, Andrew Hayes felt like he'd climbed a mountain and been through an emotional journey.
I can connect with you, Ant. I can connect with you.
And fell from the top all the way to the bottom.
Stumbled down.
Stumbled down.
Oh my
In this
God.
big snowball.
Hey, it took you bugger all, Ant. It only took me 3 hours to get that top before I fell down.
Brilliant.
And thank you so much for joining us, mate. Can I just say as well, I don't want to embarrass you, but it's actually really nice to say to my mates back in Adelaide that I got to meet Ant, and he's as big a legend as we hoped for in the flesh. So cheers,
Yeah.
mate.
You guys are legends. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.